If a female is hypersexual and her partner has a low sex drive, how do you deal with this issue?
Well, if someone is hypersexual, it means that they will have a very high sex drive. Sometimes the person who have the high sex drive, their partner may not be able to keep up with it. So if a person has a low libido, meaning a low sex drive, they have to do something to increase that. Now, because the hypersexuality of the individual, that can be a catalyst for the other person to ramp up their game, to be able to go a little more, to do a little more. So, in order to satisfy a person who is hypersexual, you've got to know all the intricacies of the individual, how they're thinking, what they want done, all the things that they like done sexually. So you must be able to put yourself in that person's shoe and say, okay, these are the things that the person needs. And the only way you'll do that is by communicating. And if the person needs a certain level of sex, like let's say for example 2 or 3 times for the day, and you cannot keep up with that, you have to find a way to keep up with that. Now, some of the ways of keeping up with that is by introducing different things into the relationship. You can use toys, you can use visualization, you can use movies, you can use masturbation. There's so many different things that you can do. Do not think about your shortfalls alone. The person who is not hypersexual, the person who does not have that high libido or high sex drive, they should not be too worried about satisfying their partner. What they have to do is find innovative ways to work with their partner in order for that person to get that level of sexuality that they need, that level of sexual behavior, or the things that they need to do sexually in order to enjoy themselves. Now, many times you'll find a person who is hypersexual may need a variety of things done, and their mind conjures sex in a different way. So this is where the mind game comes in. This is where you must be able to have sex in the mind of the individual. If you are able to have sex in the brain of the individual, remember the brain is the largest sex organ we possess in terms of the capacity of it. In terms of area, it's your skin. So if you're dealing with the brain of the individual and you can actually have sex in the brain of the individual, make that person feel that level of satisfaction by the verbalization, by the things that you talk about, by the way you caress the person internally, mentally, the physical part of it will come into being because she will now connect with you at a different level. Women who are hypersexual, and there are men who are hypersexual also, unfortunately you don't find that compatibility all the time. If you do find the compatibility, everything will go well. If you cannot find that compatibility, you have to find a way to make things work. Come to the sex therapist, talk to me about it, and I'll be able to help you to find a way to overcome your shortfalls.